I have a question. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Drawing Chaos, and today I want to talk about Somersloops, or as I like to call them, Somersloops. Oh, thank God I got the helmet. Yes, these little bad boys you can find across the map, and they're very useful. Like this, you can build a bunch of them, connect them to your power grid, and then have extra power. Whee! But this is a creative world I'm having fun with testing things out, so I'm using them on geysers to see how it goes. So this is... Wait, how many do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 of them on like 5 geysers. And yeah, 10,000 power fluctuating. Not bad. But that is not what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about the other thing that's for Somersloops. I have a really basic question. If we come across any one of these, we have the ability to take a Somersloops and put it into the output multiplier. What this does is this produces twice as much resources. So for this aluminum ingot, I would have 2 instead of 1. So the aluminum scrap would basically be a 1-to-1 ratio going in there, which is great because it does not increase what you want to call it, consuming. It doesn't. The words are hard. It doesn't increase consumerism. It just creates more productivity, which is great, okay? And unlike the power shards just increase that. Now, the only problem is when you put one of these in here, it increases the power by 4. So whatever this is, times it by 4. My question is, what would be the best, or what would be some good ideas for recipes to use it on? So initially, a lot of people would probably think something like in the particle assembler, particle accelerator. I must pronunciate the words and be very eloquent. Such as like the Fixonium. But if you look at the the power consumption, you put one of these in there. First of all, you have to use 4 to begin with. Then your power consumption is going to go from 2,000 all the way to 6,000. Right? Yeah, because it's times 4. And that's not even counting like all this kind of stuff. So anything that I would do for this one, it would be a complete waste, unfortunately. But then I look at something else like this, like the quantum encoder, and I am sure, someone will want to put like, let's look at one of those. Where's the synthetic crystals? Like, yeah, that would be great. Throw 4 of them and make synthetic. Oh my God, what is wrong with me today? Synthetic crystals. And yes, that would double the production of your crystals, considering what goes into them. But you're looking at 0 times 4, which is still 0, to 2,000. So there'll be 8,000 megawatts of power just to make double power shards. So something like that might not be worth it. The power drain is too much. I was double checking the converter, one of our other new machines, and I was looking through there to see if there's anything worth having. And then I looked at the recipes, or the production again, 100 to 400. So that'd be 400 to 1600. That's a lot of power, but at the very least, you only need 2 of them. So not the end of the world for this one, especially considering you can turn bauxite into uranium. So let's say, for example, I want 4,800. So every bauxite node could be halved into uranium. That's crazy. And then, of course, reanimated sand, which at 10 per minute to make 240 uranium, that's not too bad. But I don't think that one's going to be our make it or break it. All right, so now we're down to the final 7? Sure. Let's check the blender. 75 megawatts. This is also a beefy boy. So we're looking at 150 megawatts to up this. Wait, 150? No, it'd be 300. 300. Ugh. 300 megawatts to up this. Are there any recipes that would be considered worth it? Fuse modular frame is not bad, considering that makes it at 1.5 per minute. but the recipe on it is still not the end of the world kind of stuff. And I don't really see anything else in here that's worthy enough of spending that much power and energy. If we look over here at the refinery, I was trying to think if there's anything in here worth having. And then I remembered, I gotta check the power. So 30 times 4 is gonna be 120 megawatts. Still a lot more reasonable, but definitely on the higher spec. So the item has to be worth it. And then I was looking in here and I'm like, I don't really see anything in here that is like kind of worth it. Maybe turbo fuel? This one produces at 30 per minute, and then this one produces at 18.75. So granted, you're probably going to want to use the 30 per minute one, which is heavy oil residue and compacted coal. Not bad, not bad. And it only takes 2 of them. So that's nice. So you could double that. That would make a lot of extra power to make up for that. So that's not a bad recipe at all. Ooh, I did want to do one more thing. It is also possible, so this one is the heavy oil residue. Okay, so we take 30 crude oil to make 40. But instead of 40 now we can make 80. Alright, and then we have this one here that's distilled. So then we take 30 and we make it into 120. Okay, so what's the best way to do that? So we're going to take a 600 pipe and we're going to divide that by 30. We're going to put that into parentheses. That is our oil coming in. Okay, so that's 20 refineries. All right, so initially we would take this one right here. Okay, and that would be 20 refineries for a full line. So 20 times 80, because it's producing 80 per minute. So we'll go back in there, put this, times that by 80, more parentheses, oh, wrong one, this one. Okay, so now we're at 1600. So we're currently making 1600 heavy oil residue, which if we go into, I had it a moment ago. All right, here we go. Which would divide it by 30 to times it by 120. So we take this and we're going to divide it by 30. Okay, and parentheses, just to be safe. And that means we'll have 53 of them. And then we times it by 120. Boom. And boom. We could make out of one full pipeline. 6,400 fuel. What is power line? Fuel power rated generator. So if I went in my fuel types, that burns at 20. So if I divide that by 20, 320 times that by how much power? 250. By 250. Oh, one full pipeline with all those Somersloops would make us 80,000 megawatts of power. It's freaking nuts. Or you can just make it all regularly and use every single one of them to make one of these. So that's the thing. Do you go that way or do you go this way? I would think this way, because not only does each one of these make 500, it then goes for 10%. So I think this would probably up it a lot better. So although that would be cool, it would definitely not be worth it. All right, let's check the manufacturer. Now, we're not talking about space elevator parts. I think we're away from space elevator parts. But heavy modular frame, which one produces the fastest? Let's see, 2.8, 2. So this recipe would produce the fastest. And of course it has to have screws. 55 megawatts, so that's like 220 megawatts. And we would get 7.5 heavy modular frames. Okay. That could be like all the heavy modular frames you ever need. So honestly, that's not even too bad. But the power draw. See, that's the biggest thing. It's the power draw. Is there any other thing? Ooh. Singularity cell. 1 nuclear pasta to make 10 singularity cells. A lot of iron plates and concrete, so I can understand that one. Sand fluctuator. No. Ooh, turbo motor. 375, 2813, 187. Okay, so we could up this one and make a lot of turbo motors. Supercomputers, crystal oscillators are a good choice. Plutonium fuel rod. Hold the phone. I think we have our winner. Plutonium fuel rod. So, this would make half of plutonium fuel rod for 200 something megawatts. That's not bad. But, say hello to the assembler, where we can make the plutonium fuel rod at 1 per minute. 15 times. That's only 60 megawatts of power. Holy crap. I'm sure we need a pressure conversion cube and encased plutonium cell. But I think the cube is in here, right? Yeah. Which we could probably up that too, because that wouldn't even be oh, we can make a whole bunch. All we need is 1 fused modular frame, and we can make 2 of these. Yo, that is our winner. I think that might be the best way to go in terms of power. Like, if you're focused on power, that's a really good one. Because I'm thinking about any of these other ones, like even Sam. Sure, you're only using 1 that's 16 megawatts of power. You're producing 60, so you're only halving the Sam, but is it really? Is it? Ooh. There we go. Copper powder. Jeez, that's a lot of copper powder. Yeah, we'll just leave it there. Yeah, I mean, I talked about this earlier, but you can also double the protein and then double the DNA capsules, or double the power shards. Like, let's say I have a purple power slug. I can make 10 power shards, which is super cool, but this is like a use case scenario. You like have 1 Somersloops over the side, and you just do all this stuff on the side. Yeah. But that's an easy way of getting like good tickets right at the beginning of the game. But I don't know, is there anything else I'm overlooking? That's what I want to know. Leave down in the comment section, which one do you think would be... Oh, OC supercomputer. 6 per minute. 6 per minute? Or 60 megawatts? Oh, that is a strong contender. Crystal computers? Crystal computers? Maybe? Although with the amount of power we're going to create, I don't even know. But there's some strong contenders. Plutonium, way up there. Way up there. OC supercomputer, way up there. Definitely. It's... maybe the Trigons? I don't even know. I haven't seen what they're used for just yet, other than the belts. But yeah, nothing good in there. And then here is like... These are like the ones that are... Although Nuke Nobulisk. Okay. Well, there's a couple one I want to test real quick. Cas's... Look, I can make 90 of these for only like 64 megawatts of power. That's not bad. That's not bad. Early game, this is... I think this might actually be the best one. Is to just utilize them... To utilize them in foundries, constructors, smelters, and assemblers. That would probably be your best bet. Aluminum ingot, 120 per minute. But that means silica. Still not bad. Okay, what about this one? Aluminum ingots? Yeah. So, leave in the comment section, which one do you think would work out the best? What would be the one that you would want to go to, or group of ones? I'm interested in knowing. Anyway, that's it. This is just a fun little video going over like a what if theory and kind of like that, and trying to figure out what might be the best way to go. So, like, comment, subscribe, all the stuff. I can't wait to hear what you guys say. Peace.